So this session is about the online registration, online participation, and online results for the Maths Olympiad. If you did not enter for the online competition, but for the email or the pen and paper competition, then this session is not for you. So this is for the grade 8s, grade 9s, and the seniors, grade 10 to 12. The link that we'll be using for the online Olympiad this year is www.samolympiads.co.za. You need to make a note of that address. So if we start, for beginning, you'll have to log in to your school's profile. So you log into the SAMF website, you navigate to Olympiad entries, and then you get to your school's page. So where you've entered the statistics for the first round, there were 3 logos that you would have noticed: the choose file button, the import from Excel button, and the Excel worksheet icon. You're going to start, and if you haven't done this, you need to do this immediately or as soon as possible, preferably before Friday. You'll have to start by downloading the Excel worksheet. This is the Excel worksheet that you used to use in second round, and we've just adapted it for first round. Now, important is that you do include the school code number and the learner code number, because those two will make up the exam code for learners. Also add the learner's details to the list. And then, now to upload that Excel sheet, you'll first click on Browse. Then you select the completed Excel sheet. For uploading, the name will appear where it now says Learner Registration Form. The name of your file will appear there. And then if the name of your file appears there, then you can click Import from Excel. Please ensure that the number of learners that you entered on the statistics and the number of learners that is on the Excel sheet is the same. Now, if you go back to your school page, you'll note that at the top, there are 2 tabs. The statistics appears on the school selection tab, where we just were. And then there's a second tab, which is the learner entries tab. And on the learner entries tab, the learner's exam codes will appear. You'll see that it's a 10-digit code. The first 5 digits, the school code, and the next 5 digits, the learner code that was on that Excel sheet. So you need to share these exam codes with your learners. There's also a learner report button where you can download the names of your learners per grade and check that all the learners are captured on this list. If they're not, you'll have to fix the Excel sheet and re-upload that so that all the learners appear on this list. Now, for online registration, each learner must register on the website www.samolympiads.co.za. You'll see that this is different from the previous years where we're using mytutor.chat we're now using our own website. And they have to do this prior to the commencement of the exam. So they need to do this preferably this week or as early as possible next week. They cannot wait for this on Thursday. There will not be enough time in the hour that's allocated for the Olympiad. They will also be required to enter a password. Now, this is the Olympiad website. You'll note on the left-hand side the links for home, for register, and for log in. And then the Maths Olympiad on the 14th, on Pi Day, next week, Thursday. So learners may register using the exam code that's provided. On their designated day, on the 14th, they will log in to complete the exam. And you will only be permitted to attempt the exam once. Now, to register, click on the link for register, fill in the exam code that was on the school page, and then enter a password of the learner's choice and confirm the password. You might want to take note of the passwords, especially for the grade 8s, but even maybe for the seniors. I keep forgetting my password, so we can't blame the kids if they forget theirs. Note that the email and the phone number is not required fields. They are optional. They only need the exam code and a password to log in. However, the emails and the phone numbers can be used by some to communicate with learners regarding the second round or the third round. Once you have registered, you need to see this screen and you have to confirm your account. The user will have to click on that link to confirm their registration. If they don't confirm their registration, they will not be able to write the Olympiad. So let's look at login. Go to the website, choose login on the left-hand side, complete the exam code and the password. Again, the email is optional, and click on login. Then, once you've logged in, on the left-hand side, there will be an examination link. And this is where you must be careful. Once your learner clicks on the examination link, the hour starts counting off. So your learners cannot click on the examination link and not be ready to write. Once they click on the examination link, the exam starts. And this is what that would look like. So the exam date, the grade, the round, the learner name, and the time remaining will appear on this page, as well as all the questions. A learner will be able to scroll down from question 1 to question 20, and also scroll back up while the timer is counting down. So they can change their answers if they find that they've made a mistake. Once the timer is finished counting down, they will not be able to scroll any further. Okay, the big red button is for learners to submit their answers and complete the exam. Like I said, if once they complete the exam, they will not be able to go back and restart. So if they press the red button before the time, then that is it. Then their exam is finished. Once you do click on the red button, you will see this screen. Thank you for completing the exam. Click to return to the home page, and then the results will be published shortly. You cannot redo the exam. We'll leave the answers. We will not share the answers until the following week because there are still learners writing on Friday. But the learners will only see the results when they go back the week after the Olympiad. If they do attempt to go back to the Olympiad and try again, they will see the screen. You've already completed the exam. Repeated attempts are not permitted. So once you then go, navigate back to the schools page and look under learner entries, you'll see the learner results for those learners that have participated. So the score is computed and immediately posted to the learner record